An act of domestic terrorism. That's how investigators are treating the shooting spree in Wisconsin that has left 7 dead, including the gunman. Waiting for worse to come. Aleppo endures another day of pounding, but there's fears of the biggest ground assault yet by Assad's forces. And Egypt's president is prepared to respond to the cowardly attack on the border with Israel, saying those who killed the 16 guards will pay dearly. Those are the headlines. Thank you for joining us here at France 24 for this latest news update. Well, first the US and that shooting spree that has left 7 dead, including the gunman who opened fire. The attack happened in a Sikh temple on Sunday afternoon in the southeast of Wisconsin. 3 police officers were injured after responding to the 9/11 call. Local investigators say they're treating the shootings as an act of domestic terrorism. Now in Egypt, President Mohamed Morsi says he's ready to respond to the deadly attack that left 16 guards on the border with Israel dead. He's called the military council for an urgent meeting and is pointing the finger of blame at Palestinian militants. Officials say the group seized an armoured vehicle at the border checkpoint before fleeing into Israel. Well, Alexandre Buccianti joins us now from Cairo on this story. Alexandre, can you tell us a little more about this volatile border area and why it's so difficult to protect?
The area is totally volatile since a year and a half, since in fact the beginning of the Egyptian revolution in January 2011. Militants that were already there, Islamist militants close to the border with Gaza and the tunnels, have practically seized control of all the region near the border. And for the Egyptian police, it was impossible to fight them. Since they had heavier weaponry than the Egyptian police, and it's a demilitarized zone, so the army cannot access because of the peace treaty with Israel. So there is no tanks and no aircraft or helicopters, gunships.
Now, this is the first major security emergency for that Egyptian President Mohamed Morsi. How is he responding so far?
For the time being, he has said that this act will not remain without an answer, and he had an emergency meeting with the Marshal Tantawi, the Chief of Staff, the Minister of Interior, to try to see what could be done. But in fact, the Egyptian president, Muslim brother, is very embarrassed because a few days ago he had freed from jail hundreds of Muslim extremists that were put in jail by the Mubarak regime for acts of terrorism. And for some analysts, and especially in the liberal or leftist parties, they are saying that in fact it was a sort of green light given to the extremists to do what they did in Sinai.
Alexandre, we'll leave it there. Thank you for that update from Cairo.